Yeah, this is what I wanted you to watch. Check it out.
Picture a world where Yahweh is a nobody.
No way. Why'd you pause it? Why you got me watching this crap? Why aren't you reading the Bible? I mean, think about it. Do you know why there's a big difference between the Old Testament and the New Testament? Yeah. They tried to combine Yahweh with Jesus. How? What do you mean? There's only one God. How are Yahweh, what you mean there's more than one? If you're the only God, who would you be jealous of? Why would you need to be jealous? Don't you know that's the... Jesus was about peace, love your brother, your neighbor, treat others as you want to be treated. And you see what Yahweh does. He's a jealous God, right? I mean, how many of those commandments were talking about the other gods that supposedly didn't exist? Whatever, man. If that was true, I would have heard it in church. What's interesting to me is you can talk to the internet, but yet you still believe in things that can be easily proven by history. But you're just reading one book. And the funny thing is, even that book, the Old Testament, right? Yahweh is an Old Testament Hebrew God. How come my preacher never told me that? But somehow Christians combined those two texts and equated this nasty, vengeful, genocidal God that loves burnt sacrifices, and somehow combined that with someone that taught compassion and empathy and activating the kingdom of God within you. Yeah, but you know, it's faith. You gotta have faith, man. Things you can't always see, you know? Oh, faith, yeah. Yeah, faith because you have to believe in something that you don't have evidence of. What if the kingdom of God is within you? Have you looked? Yeah. Have you ever thought about it though? And then just look at these Christian nationalists that are propagating basically the will of Yahweh, warmongering, conquering, Old Testament stuff. But yet they still want to holler Jesus and peace and turn the other cheek and treat others as you want to be treated and love your neighbor, but they're immigrating neighbors. Aren't neighbors the person that's next door to you or in the next country? Yeah. Do you think Jesus would condone this? You think Jesus would be MAGA? How'd you get on this thing you on, right? We were both raised in the same church, both studied the same Bible, both came under the same household. And you over here telling me it's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, this is what I've been telling you about. What do you mean? There's only one God. How are Yahweh, what you mean think about it. That's the God that they trust. That's the God, if I had any money, that would have been on my dollar. That's the God they trust. That one, not the one in you. You going to hell. I know.
They'll criticize me for that. How dare he say that? How dare he say that? No, I'll say it. I'll say it. I'll say it. Somebody said to me the other day, "You're the most famous person in the world by far." I said, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." They said, "Yes, you are." I said, "No." They said, "Who's more famous?" I said, "Jesus Christ."